recording. There we go. Hope everyone had a happy Easter. I did. I spent time with my family. It was nice. I got a bit sick, however. So if I sound bad, that's why. Also, if my hair looks worse than normal, I did just get completely rained on. It is raining heavily here, so if you hear that, I apologise. There is nothing I can do about that. Happy Easter to you too, Katie. Alright. So I'm about to sneeze, I know for a fact. Yes. Can't get into a server. So I was meant to do all this before I went live. Had a bit of a time. I went and sort of like got the thumbnail going for it. Just updated that on YouTube as well. Because I forgot to grab one last time. And I didn't want to plug all this back in. Plugging this in, it's not the easiest, it's not the hardest, it's just more the mess of cables. I had a bit of a time, because it's just also getting the HDMI signal to go through. Oh my heavens, I forgot how slow it is. There it goes, alright. So we're just going to do loathering today. I think what I'm going to do for the future streams of this as well, I'm going to, at the end of each section, find out what the next area is going to be so I can title the stream with that area. So I'll randomize what the next location is at the end of this stream, once we're at camp, before then. But this is just going to be loathering, and then if I've still got time, which I should do, I'm going to then switch over and I'll probably stop the stream, restart it, and I'm going to do the next chapter, or 2 chapters, preferably, of Autopsy Simulator. Since that was sort of my plan always. So yeah. Last time we helped a merchant. I can now rob him blind.
Moving on.
He doesn't need it. I need it. I am more important.
Speaking
of
you
robbing.
Here to make my head ache, or do you actually want to buy something?
Also, let me know if the game sounds weird. It sounds odd in my headphones, but that just might be how I plug them in. So, yeah. Let me see what you have.
It isn't much, but take a look if you want.
Okay. Ooh, hang on a minute. Is that better than what I have? No. In fact, it's worse, because I just wanted dexterity. Get rid of you, get rid of these two. Alistair. That is a 2-handed, never mind, that's a great sword. I'll save that, because it might come in handy later. Your Warden's longsword is worse, strangely enough. Does it have a bonus to... No, it has no bonus to... Huh. I would have thought it would have a bonus to Darkspawn. I'll sell these maces. We don't need these. Oh, maybe I should have kept that. Now I'll sell those. I'll keep the crossbow, because we are about to get someone who can use a bow. I'll keep those, keep that. You know what, let me actually go through and set up everyone's equipment first, before I forget. Because we might have some better stuff for him now. Like, for example, you, a longsword, is slightly better. It is also tier 3 steel, so yeah, have that. How about this shield? Nope. No. Yes, this Havard's Aegis is better. Have that. And it's got a little bonus. Okay. For armor. I'm gonna want him to have heavy armor, since he is my, my tank. For now, have this helmet, because you don't have one. Chainmail gloves are the same. That arm, that's gloves still. Chainmail boots, how are they? What do you have? Splintmail. Splintmail's better. Oh, here we are, heavy chainmail. Yes, there we go. Look at him now. Okay, and I think that's everything. Don't need you to have either of those, and nothing there. Okay. Morrigan. I think her robes are just overall good, but there might be better stuff. The only problem is that you don't get to see how goofy she looks. I can give her leather armor, but I won't. What she has does have no armor to it, but she doesn't need it. This one matters more. +1 willpower, +10 mental resistance, or +5 mental resistance. Have that one. It's so goofy. Or Bane of the Wolfhound. I don't have a dog. I don't know if I can get the dog back. I don't remember if you kill the dog, if you can get it back in the DLC I have. We'll find out. 3.3, 3.68. Nope, that's better what she's got. Okay.
Are you here to
Hey,
make
merchant.
my...
I know it was so long ago that we talked. Okay, what's the best of these? Okay, I'll keep the chastened one. That, so these, and all those. I will keep my... I'll keep my medium armor. Ooh. Make sure I give that to Morrigan. Grey Iron versus Iron. The Grey Iron's better. I'll keep that in case I can get a dog, but I don't think I can. Okay. And Morrigan. Have some boots. Stop walking around without shoes, lady. Okay. Child.
The Chantry Board.
Where are you from?
Yes, let us run errands for the betterment of mankind as well as a few coppers.
I'm just in it for the money. Chatter's board. Bandits, bandits everywhere. Eston transcribed on behalf of Sir Bryant, Templar and Defender of the Faith. Know that all those who prey upon refugees do so under pain of death. The Maker spurns bandits and their kind. The Templars offer a sizable reward for the apprehension or execution of the bandit leaders plying their trade in the northern wood and roads. Beware, the bandits are numerous and of considerable skill. Only a well-armed and well-trained party should brave the deep wood. We pray for the success of any who undertake this mission. Residents of good standing and passing travelers have indicated there are 3 bandit groups in the northern woods. This humble chatter would echo Sir Bryant's caution, lest you wind up another victim to these evil men. The reward for such service is 3 sovereigns, which is not bad. May the Maker look after his children in our hour of need. So you can just get a little quest from here.
The legions of evil.
I love this dude. I
I
forgot about him, he's great.
There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring
This
the children.
evil... Sorry, I was listening to the audio for a second.
Their throats now, then let them suffer at dog-spawn hands.
I just wanted to see how the audio
There!
sounded.
One of their minions is
Hi, how you
already
doing?
amongst us. This woman bears their evil stench. Can
I'm
you
just
not
refill my
see
water.
the vile blackness that fills her?
Which way you throw accusations, fool?
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us.
I'm
We're
gonna
going
blow
to
my nose
die.
in a minute. Actually, I probably should do it
This
before I started,
minion
just
is
after sitting
but the
down.
first of
I think it's because
those
I
who will
knocked up some
destroy
dust
us.
while I was doing everything. Okay, what are my options? Don't be a fool. Dogs can be defeated.
No, I have seen them.
I don't know if there's an option to kill him or not. It'll tell me. Standing around and shouting won't save you.
There is nothing to do. No hope is left.
Okay, looks like we have an option to kill. Alright. Let's see what the wheel thinks. The wheel is psychotic. Yep, what a shock. The wheel is still psychotic. There we are. Just so it ends there. Alright. That's it. Time to put you out of your misery.
No, do not touch me. You bring evil and destruction. It is the
Or maybe we don't kill him. So you know what we would have said kill, so...
wasn't he?
That's,
There's
okay.
no hope
I
for
just thought
us.
I'd do that just to be safe, because it did show something there. There's always hope. Must see your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
Wow, you've got
But
some
we
sunken
can't
cheeks there, guy.
What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
North? Denerum's east. Well, it's northeast. Templar?
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
Alright, I'll be back in just a moment. I just want to go blow my nose. Okay. Sorry if the sound of the console's fan is being picked up. Again, this thing's fans are going to go off, and it's right near the console. There's nothing I can do about that. Literally the only spot for it, unless I would have put it on the floor, and I don't think the cables would reach. And I also don't know. Some boots. So, Marin.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
Man, I'm just walking in here. Do I look like a refugee to you?
So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. I know it's not
I
something...
don't know why so many are coming to Lothering. There's not much south besides the Chasen, the... who are the other ones? Do you know about the bounce on the highway?
Yes, but we can barely keep order in the village right now. We have no men to chase down bandits.
Don't worry, they're gonna die soon enough.
If you like, you can speak to Sir Bryant, but I doubt he'll tell you differently.
Who's in charge of this Chantry?
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant...
Chantry's a
is
church,
the Templars
basically.
stationed here.
Have you heard any news?
Not since Tairn Logain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of
I'm
anything
trying to remember
else.
the other types besides the Avars. I think the Avars are
Make
another
a
one.
watch
Chasing the Avars are the two types of the groups south of Ferelden in the unexplored area down there that are basically barbarians. Yo, it's a farmer.
There's word of
Ted?
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too?
That's a very weird way to say revered. Revered. Where is she?
In her office arranging for everyone to leave, I suppose. I don't think she's with anyone right now.
That sounds
I came
bad,
to
but
ask
it's
for a
more
blessing.
taking the
With my
refugees
family
and as
abandoning the
caravan
farm
and
to
leaving,
flee
I think.
north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Not to be rude, but how's a dwarf come to be here? I've seen you people...
I'm just
wandering
walking.
sometimes, but never the Chantry.
I'm not here to pray if that's what you're thinking.
I suppose with the Darkspawn coming, you have other business with the Chantry.
Yeah, making
Well,
money.
Good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
We are the
Yeah,
only hope
I woke up
of
on
capturing
Easter
the city
Sunday and I
of
was
and I will not abandon.
sick.
That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Not too bad, but enough where I'm okay now.
Who might you be?
You can call me Nadia.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
Do many of his knights come here?
Some have in recent days. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred
I'm
urn
surprised that
filled with
there wasn't
Andraste's
one of the
ashes,
origins
set to
involved,
cure
you
any
being from
malady.
Redcliffe.
He must
Like a
be
human
very
origin.
ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
I need some more information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Yeah. Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down...
Oh, you know, that's just normal.
None of it is good. Tairn Logain is set to declare himself king, I hear.
Oh, he's a regent.
Disaster piled on disaster.
King Kaelin had no heir?
None that we know of. Tairn Logain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen.
That's the
but
only
is a
claim he
commoner.
has. He's declared
The king's
himself
corpse is
regent
barely
of his
cold.
daughter.
If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far.
So, like,
I do
he's
not care who
Egyptian.
takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
He has a fair point. Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Where would I find the revered mother? I'm not going to ask
In her
every single
study, no
question.
doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
Tell me more about something else.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Nothing else to ask.
Now, unless there's something else you need.
Things seem very dire in the village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed.
Very good.
Now, unless there's something else you need.
I'm opening up on my Grey Warden.
I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
News to me! He claimed we're responsible?
And set a bounty on any who survive.
Of course he did.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is.
Thanks for letting us know.
It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
About those bands outside the village.
Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off?
You need to watch the roads more carefully.
We can barely keep order here in the
They're gonna
village.
die soon. I've told them to wait there.
Those fool bandits have returned.
Ah,
Take
okay.
some men and drive them off and see if you can't capture that leader of theirs this time.
As you command.
Maybe I should have said nothing, because they were gonna wait around for a caravan that never shows up.
Now, unless there's something else you need,
No, that's everything.
travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Thanks.
You, miss. What is your name? You
The eyes.
seem quite odd to me.
Who,
You
me?
would not be the first
Oh,
to think so. But avert your eyes. I will not have you staring over long.
Best get used to it. I'll be watching you. We want no trouble here.
Yeah. So she's clearly an apostate. That's why he's like, lady, why are you here? Right. Willpower don't really need to worry about much. Or does it give more stamina, which I don't need. I don't think magic does anything outside of this. Effective potions, poultices, and salves are for all classes. Alright, yeah, it doesn't really matter too much to me. And another one cunning. There we go. Master coercion. I can talk my way out of everything. Repose isn't bad. I need improved combat training, however. I think I need improved combat training for everything here. Maybe I'll go back and do that. Hang on, instead. There we go. There we go. Cool. Sir Donald.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
It's because you hatched back to me.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain.
It
you were
sounds so
dead.
odd. Let me see if this fixes it.
Not yet. No thanks to Tern Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed.
Yeah, a little bit.
Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
Oh, I would prefer not to say.
Whatever the reason, the Arl won't be seeing anyone until he's recovered.
I don't like the sound of that. We should see Arl Eamon for ourselves and find out what's happening.
Well, it's up
You
to
can
the wheel.
travel to Redcliffe if you like. Perhaps he has recovered. Or perhaps his son might assist you.
His son is
If
like
nothing
8.
else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
That's his wife. So your quest for the ashes brought you here.
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
I should go.
Good luck to you. And to you, Alistair. I hope to one day see you again.
And you, Sir Donald.
We'll see him again. I can tell that. I can say that right now. Who are you? A random sister. Oh, we can talk to you.
So many come to Lothering seeking refuge, only to find that we can offer little more than prayer. Does the Maker see our plight? Is he moved by this destruction? I apologize. The Maker's plan is too grand for me to find.
You're gonna have another. You're gonna have a crisis of faith. I don't want to be here for that. What are those priests chanting exactly?
The chant of light. Surely you
I'm a
know.
dwarf. I'm a dwarf priest.
Oh, of course. Forgive me.
Can you not tell by my tiny
Our
stature?
devotion to the Maker, our first commandment as followers of his prophet Andraste. The entire chant takes weeks to sing and is only done straight through at the Grand Cathedral in
Oh, there's the rain again.
Here we can only sing a few verses per week and finish anew each first day.
Huh. See ya.
May the Maker watch over you.
Let those who cry out.
For a second there, I was worried I didn't hit record. I'm still listening anymore.
If that's an accurate likeness of our Augusta. Maybe she was ugly. Maybe she had buck teeth. How will we know?
Well, she was from Ferelden.
How terrible for Queen Enora.
We were lucky.
that her
We had
young
the
king
coin
is
to pay
dead.
the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
Anything else around here? Ooh, it's mine now.
Success.
A bronze symbol of Andraste. Oh, there is an ability to steal. I didn't talk about this last time. Where is it? I think it's under advanced or something. No, it's in a weird spot. I never use it because it doesn't work. Or if it does, I just never found a reason to. There it is. Yeah, stealing. So it is possible.
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light
Oh,
scattered in the
there you go.
darkness.
It worked there actually.
Word dispelled.
Yeah, you don't choose what you get. It just sort of
I
happens.
cannot
It's
talk now.
weird.
I must feed the holy brazier to ensure the flame never dies.
I'll leave you alone then.
I wish you well.
The whole reason for the braziers is because Andraste was burnt to death.
Those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned
Here.
be forgiven.
And when the
More
chant
refugees.
spreads across all four corners of the world,
Lock the
let it
cabinet.
rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
You are welcome here, so long as you cause no trouble.
I never cause trouble. Hello, revered mother, or as that one guy pronounced it, revered. Revered.
You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
Man, I need that money. What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
You know what? Very well, 30 silver it is.
Thank you, dear woman.
I'll be nice enough.
What can I do for you then?
It balances out my karma. I was hoping, I'm a Grey Warden, I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position.
Yeah, but you're a
Logan
nun, mother, whatever you want to call it. You'll be on our side. So I've heard, but as Logan, you betrayed his king. You betrayed the king.
Tan Logain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do.
Again, I'm in a church.
Now,
Sanctuary!
If there is nothing else?
No one can hurt me in here. Can you provide any help to Grey Ones at all?
I cannot help you without risking the
That's
safety
fine.
of this
I'm just
village
gonna...
enchantment.
I was hoping for quests.
The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry.
Good enough.
Now, if there is nothing else,
Nope. That's all.
may the Maker guard you.
I don't
Grey
want a
Warden.
blessing. I'm not a chanter? What do you call it? Can I steal from you? Okay. I don't follow the cherry. Oh, book! Give me some XP. Nice. Oh, the Imperial Chantry. Yeah, I guess I could talk about that then. The Imperial Chantry. It's like the Chantry, but from Tevinter. Theirs is different. Why? It just is. I can't come up behind to there. That's strange. Who are you?
How terrible for Queen
We were
Enora that
lucky.
her young king is
We
dead.
had the coin to
And
pay
she
the
knows
toll.
he's
It's horrid
Bandits.
that Kunari locked in that
Many
cage.
didn't.
It won't be able to defend
Where is
itself
she?
from the dark.
Does she oh, well, is that it? Where is she?
The blight has truly come.
Oh, I think it's up. Oh no, it's at the bridge. I thought she's in the Chantry. Uses to set up ambushes. Again, I don't know how useful anything like that is. I've gone through this game without ever having to do that. Admittedly, I don't even know if I ever played on the hardest difficulty. I don't know if I ever had to. I think it was only Inquisition I had to play on the hardest difficulty. Also, you can see all the quests here. There's another chant. This is all the Chanter's Board quests. There's Bodan and Fedic. The Wide Open World. And, yeah, another part of the Chanter's Board quest. I think there's other quests that get added once I do those. There's only a few. There's not a lot to Lothering. It's sort of like a... This is sort of your big tutorial area. Oh, that kid's lost his mum. You can't help him.
Have you seen my mother?
It depends. Who is your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair.
I would assume you have red hair.
We live on a big farm.
Most people here seem to.
all of us.
Well, not most, but
To me,
more
men
than you'd
with
expect.
swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting.
I'm out of water.
Waiting, and I can't see
I thought when I
her.
played, I was just a bit thirsty. Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
I don't think she's coming, child.
Why not? Why would she leave me here?
Your mother is dead. I don't think she meant to leave you.
But she must be coming.
You can't stand here forever. What if she doesn't show?
I don't
Go to
know.
the chair tree.
Maybe I should go home and look for her.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea.
The mean men must be Maybe I'll meet her on the way.
Like I said, once we get to the later games, it'll be a little bit easier, especially in 2 and other ones where, to, get the right,
Scared.
what
When
do
are
you
we going
call it?
home?
Yeah, be able to make the 2 choices, or whatever. Doesn't this farmer have something?
We were
No.
lucky. We had a coin to pay the toll for the bandits. So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on a
It's just
table,
random
but I always
background
return.
conversations that happen
Why?
every now and then.
Is that so strange?
Gossip.
Greetings, milady.
Oh my god, he's a redditor. Ah, here it is.
Cousin, the Templars.
I'll go in there in a second. Let me pick up this quest. Alison?
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
Sorry, I can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Alright, never mind then. I guess I can't do it. She just wants you to make traps for her. It's
Did you see the
whatever.
Well,
Here we are.
What we have here, then. I think we've just.
Yeah, I thought it was a chantry. It's in here.
Uh-oh. Logain's men.
Why are they still here? And also, how do you know they're
spent all
Logain's
morning
guys?
asking about a dwarf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one.
I just got here.
Seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely...
Here she
you're looking for
is.
Trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls...
She's
seeking
French.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
What makes you think we're traitors?
Tern Logain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
I have.
Enough talk. Take the warden into custody.
I think we have to fight him, but the
Kill
option to kill them
anyone
comes
else
after.
that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
We are not alone.
Pocket sand. Get behind him. Leliana, stop talking. God, I forgot how annoying she is. Okay.
Alright,
In situations like this is interesting. You only need to take out the main
They've
guy.
learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Alright. Let's see what we're gonna do with him. The wheel wants blood. The wheel demands blood. Alright. They aim to butcher us. They deserve no mercy.
Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
The wheel demands blood. They were going to kill us.
But they failed. And I do not wish that.
Well, it's
on
not up to
anyone.
you. It's up to the wheel, Liliana. But I do. Then give them a final prayer, sister. I like that one more.
You mean... Very well. May the Maker forgive your trespasses. May he keep you in his sight and guide you. And I'm off.
Got him.
Enough! Yes.
But now I get to kill everyone else and get more XP.
If you insist.
Better position. There we go. Get pocket sanded.
Run while you can.
Okay, who's left? This guy. It's so weird having to try and get behind people in this. There we are.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by.
I apologize for having to kill him, but it's not up to me. The wheel decides. So I see. Where does the sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me
I don't know if most nuns were murderers and criminals before we became. Well, okay, some.
Of the Chantry here in Lothering.
Maybe criminal, but maybe not murderers. Is there something you wanted from me?
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do.
Last time I checked, yes.
What happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
And we'll need help, that's true.
That, and the Maker wants me to go.
Oh, good. A zealot. Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane.
It does.
But it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Alright. Very well, I will not turn away help when it is offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked.
Shut up,
worse
Oregon.
than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance.
Maybe I should have actually spun the wheel on that.
Let you down.
Oh well. I'm not gonna reload. I will actually spin the wheel on the next thing, but yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, I forgot to.
Indeed.
That's on me. Alright, anyone that I killed got anything good? Yep. What's this? It's mine now.
I don't like this place.
Don't care.
And done. Why did we come here?
Okay. Where is she? Liliana, I need to give you better stuff, because she is literally wearing nothing. I got rid of all my leather crap, didn't I? Gosh damn bugger and wank. You can use a crossbow in this. She's good with a bow, so I'm gonna have her use a crossbow. I've never had anyone use a crossbow before. Bargain.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Don't worry about him, I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Show what you've got. Ooh, hello. It's exactly the same as what I have now, but it has a +2 damage and +2 armor penetration. Yes, and it's unique. A sailor's crossbow. You know, I could do that for, Liliana. She doesn't have the strength for it. You know what, I'm gonna take it, just because I can. Although I probably should have gotten armor. Oh, hell. Get rid of that. Oh, you know what? I can get rid of all these things, because I'm never going to use them. Oh, no, hold on to those. But I'm never going to use that. Or that. Or that. And I'm never going to use any of these. Oh, I might need those flasks for something, actually. I'll hold my runes for now. I need wolf pelts for something, I think, so I'm going to hold on to them. I like that certain weapons like this have an actual flavor text to them as well. There we are.
You're here about... I got other gear to sell.
Know of any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry.
So I think he wants me to give him poison.
No, don't suppose you know anything about poison.
I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept
I think I'm getting that stat from
I'd pay
Liliana.
good for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock.
Yeah, I think the main thing I want is, what is it? Oh yeah, you can buy recipes to make stuff from here, but again, I never do any of this stuff. It's mainly flasks and I think a few other things. What does he need? Let me just take a look at it. Yeah, that's the main quest ones. A suitable poison from 3 flasks of venom. Okay. Where is it again? It's in this menu. I need toxin extract and flasks, which I just sold. Okay, let's see if he has any of that.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Still looking for ingredients.
Sad to hear it.
Yeah,
There should
okay.
be enough around to make
Yeah,
some.
great. Yeah, shut up. So I want 3 flasks. I might try to do this. But he has nothing else I need. I will take this, because that's actually useful. And that. Because if I can make delirium potions, that's especially useful for my mages.
What's to be done? What can we do?
Just keep your head down.
Oh, another quest. Elder Miriam.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
No. I was more hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots.
I don't, but my friend does.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Okay, what does she need? Lesser health poultices, 3 of these. Can I just give her what I have?
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
I'm just in it for the money. And the XP.
Over with. I'm scared.
I'm wondering, Morgan, do you believe in the Maker?
Don't think there's much
Certainly
else
not.
around.
I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
Alright, so Morrigan's a redditor.
Will be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
Okay.
The fact of their existence does not.
So we have another person we
the
can
intelligence
potentially
designed by
gain
some
up
absentee
north
father
here.
figure.
Here's some stuff about the Chastened. We've
I saw
covered
you take
before.
the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept.
So we just do
Jason
anything
would
with this?
never stoop to petty theft.
The carnage we left in
You
the
marsh
wild
folk
was
are all
horrifying.
thieves and
I
liars.
don't know if there is. Anyway, here's Sten.
Get busted.
He's great. I could just recruit him, but I will use the wheel if I can.
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to
Sten's a
say.
Kunari. He looks nothing like he should.
Leave me in peace.
What are you?
A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Well, what are my options? Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming.
Is that a jab at my
Though it
height?
matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I was just putting in the options so I can go through with this. I could end it for you now if you prefer.
My preference is death in battle. Failing that, I will wait for the Darkspawn.
I find myself in need of skilled help. Well, actually, let me just let me spin the wheel first, because I guess we can always just leave. But let's see what the wheel says. There are 3 options that I can remember. 2 of them involve saving him. Yep, so we're getting the key. Well, we're getting Sten this time. There we go. I find myself in need of skilled help.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I fight I am sworn to defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Up yours. Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Alright, whatever you say, Leon. Before I head back there, I'm gonna get rid of these not prisoners, these villains. These bandits. Just because I think there's more quests that get added afterwards anyway, so let's just I hate that I'm the vanguard, basically. I'm the one who goes in first. Because I'm not made for that. Shit. I might change up what Alistair does and not have try to do anything fancy with it because I don't know if it's working. The only real thing would be changing their health, but I can just make them heal. Alright. Where's Alistair? Here he is. I'm just gonna change his tactics over to where is he? He's got defensive, yeah. If I set him to defender, there we go. That should be fine. Morrigan, I should set you behavior. Ranged. Probably damager. There's support where she can give frost weapons. I actually wouldn't mind her doing that. Nah, I'll leave it be. Eliana, you are set to an archer and you set you to ranged. And yeah, I like how the preset is always archer, but she starts off with a dagger. It's so stupid. Okay. What the hell? Oh. Must be more bandits. I'll let them come to me. Oh, I've been pinned. Come on. Got it. I wonder if they also are more aggro on me just by me being the protagonist as well. Come on, get behind him. Stop that! Go for Alistair. He's bigger and armored. He should be drawing your attention. There we are. And I think the last one is around here, yes. Because that's Bodan. We don't want to speak to Bodan yet. I mean, it doesn't matter much, but we'll just speak to him when it's time to leave the Lothering.
Bad breath alert.
Did she just say bad breath alert? Oh no, that's me. That's my character. I thought that was Liliana. I was very confused for a second. I was like, how have I never heard her say that? Get stunned. Trying to go in the balls didn't work. What a bugger. I'm about to die. I'm dead. Oh, they're still going?
Off I go.
Well, walk in there, damn it. How could you hit him? I think it's because of, defensive stance. Take a look up. So you use those, you get rid of your injuries. Otherwise you have a negative debuff until you get rid of it. And it can spiral out of control. I've had that happen. Because I think they stacked to 6 of them in total. So I think I need... I don't need like Death Root to make these poison flasks. I mean, I don't care that much. Oh, they might come from spiders. There are giant spiders around here somewhere. Probably this cave. Yep, found them. I hate these things. Now that I think about it, there were no giant spiders in Vanguard. Did they take them out because people have arachnophobia? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and that's coming from someone with arachnophobia. I hate arachnophobia filters. They're stupid. The whole point is they're meant to be scary. You're playing something scary and it has something that scares you, and you don't just make it so that it's not there. No, 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 no. That defeats the purpose. Be like playing, what do you call it? Take all that. And there we go. But yeah, it'd be like playing, Resident Evil and just disabling, you know, the giant spiders and that. I don't think there's anything else down there. I think it's just where they spawn, yeah. And they only spawn them once, they don't, like, come back. Nothing respawns this game. Can I walk over this little log? No, I can't go up this high, okay. I wouldn't have been too surprised if I could, and once again, found another thing that I've never seen before. Again, I've played this game so many times, I still find something new. Even this time, I found that I could just sort of tell those bandits on the road, like, hey, there's a caravan coming, why don't you wait for that? I've just never done that. Didn't know that was a thing. That's a sign of a good game. Speaking of good games, apparently the Oblivion remaster is confirmed. I don't know when it's coming out. I think they're doing a thing tomorrow about it.
The carnage we left in the wild.
The carnage! Anyway. Yeah, they're doing something about it tomorrow, I think. I don't know exactly what it is. A part of me hoped it was fake, because that would have been funny. Everyone who was so certain it was real.
All trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
I'm not here to make trouble.
Well, those boys were trouble themselves, to tell the
I'm
truth.
gonna have some water after
Right then, name's
I speak
Denal.
after
Sorry
this
I can't chat
after I leave
much.
this in, just
You
because
see,
I'm
we've a
thirsty.
full house.
Have you heard any rumors?
With King Kaelin dead, the throne falls to Queen Anora. She's made her father the regent, however, at least for now. I think Kaelin's father, old King Merrick, would have approved. Anything else I can get you?
Someone just coming to tell me that they're leaving, as if I cared, and also I knew. What did you say? I didn't hear that.
I hear news from Dinnerham that Tyrn Loghain has been declared the new regent.
I was busy sort of just trying to shoo away. Fuck off, I don't care. I know you're leaving. That's about all he has to say. Who are those men I fought exactly?
When Tyrn Loghain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
No, of course not.
Fair enough. What can I get you then?
Are we going?
Luck speed your way.
Yeah, so ask for rumors doing anything. What was I saying about Oblivion? Yeah, the Oblivion remaster. Part of me hoped it was fake, just because we'd so funny with how certain people were that it was real. That if it ended up being fake, that would have been hilarious.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
And what you asked for?
Splendid. If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some. Hey.
I like how he says gold. He probably won't have given me any sovereigns. Yeah, he gave me 75 silver. I think gold is just being used there as like, you know, catch-all. Annoyingly, and I don't like this, starting an Inquisition, they got rid of copper, silver, and sovereigns. They just went with gold, generic, basic, boring, bog-standard gold. That's not fun. Oh, here's a Blackstone liaison.
Live and breathe. You're the Grey Warden, everyone.
Forgot about these guys. Yeah, we'll do these guys things. Is there something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais.
I love a bit of mercenary work.
It's getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you.
There's only a few of these in certain areas. I think there's one
straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
Wow. There's one here, this way you first ordered them. There's one, I think, at Lake Callanhad. And then there's one in Denver, and that's about it. There's not many of these sorts of locations, because to be fair, there's not a huge amount of locations. I'll take a look.
Thank you.
Should have actually had some water. I filled up my water
just
bottle.
Return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
I don't know how people don't like water. It's delicious. Scraping the barrel. My friend, there are a number of people who pledged to aid the Blackstone Irregulars in times of need. Those times are now. Here you will find 3 letters of conscription. Deliver them to the people listed below and return to the Irregulars for your payment. Should any of these people refuse, do what you must to get them to honour their oaths. Conscripts, Durnall Garrison, Redcliffe, Peter Gritch, Lothering, and Varel Bairn in Denham. Your friend, Taoran. So that one's around a lot of areas, we can't do it right now. Dereliction of duty. My friend, the Irregulars require a trusted agent to track down and deal with the deserters. Do this and you will be rewarded. These deserters took with them valuable supplies crucial to the Irregulars' future as a supplier of martial services. Deal with these wastes of space as you see fit, and bring the supplies back as proof that the problem has been dealt with. You will ask no questions as to your methods or the final condition of the deserters. Use your own discretion. You will likely find them in the following locations: Samael, Lake Callanhead, Layson, Denham, Tornaz, in Frostback Mountains. Your friend, Taoran. So those are in a few locations. We won't be doing that today. And I don't expect you to do them straight away. You kind of expect it to go to an area, do everything there, like all its quests, and leave. You can go back to them. But there's a lot of parts of it you can't re-explore once you've been there. We'll see.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Thanks, I'll take my money. When bears attack, on behalf of the farmer and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armour to brave the dangers of the Northern Wood to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy, Enith. For they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides will prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for Thed's family. As chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this, the Maker's will. Exercise caution, first and foremost. May his light bathe us all. Yeah, this one, our last keepsake. A thanks to all villagers who've opened their barns and crofts to the refugees in these dark times. The chantry regularly hears praise from our visitors, and your virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, Goodwife Sada, is missing, as she has been missing for the better part of a week as of this writing. She is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years, with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveller or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body to the effects on her remains. In later years, the boy will be thankful to have such keepsakes to remember his brave mother by. The officer of the chanter will compensate this kindness with a sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze on us all. Some more quests. None of them are complicated for Lothering. Lothering's a very short area. It's just like I didn't have to, I just wanted to finish up last time since I couldn't really use the wheel on the other screen and I didn't want to have my camera going just in case one of my nephews decided to walk in. Which they do. they do that when they're around. I don't mind. They like being around me.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you then?
I want to talk about Sten the Canary you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he...
Can't I conscript him? Like, use the rider conscription as a Grey Warden? I want him freed. I might have a use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I've come to return to his people.
Well, that is convenient. I had no idea the Canary even knew he was here. Here then.
Oh, that was easy.
Take the key to the Canary's cage and take him away. I pray this is the right path for all our sakes.
There we go. Now we have Sten. I'll probably have Sten around for quite a bit, just because he is going to be a good dual wielder. I will probably replace... maybe not. There is another two-handed warrior, but I don't know if I want to replace him with them when we get him, because I'll just peek behind the curtain, because I don't think he can get killed in the story here. But he is a main character in the DLC Awakening, so we'll have him there. So if I don't use Sten, well, if I don't use him here instead of Sten, we'll still have him there anyway, but, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, what do we got? So there's Sten, that's Shara's corpse, and that's the bears, okay. I don't know if there's any other quests after the bears and the corpse, but I'll still do them. The only annoying thing is you have to run back and forth, but it's not like it's a huge map, it's a very small
winter
map.
makes you catch cold in the head,
Here.
but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know
There we
the
go.
stories about...
Moving on.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Very good. Thank you, Sten. Glad to have you with us. I don't know if I could choose to free him, but I'm gonna actually bring him with me.
Proceed. I am eager to be elsewhere.
Okay. So let's take out Liliana. We don't need two rogues. It's entirely pointless. So we're not going to see much of Liliana, sadly. Which is fine by me. That was kind of why I wanted to... I did use my one reroll to try and get Alistair. Because Liliana and Severon, they're both rogues. And I wouldn't be able to have them with... You can still romance people if you don't have them in your party, because you see them other times. I just like to have whoever I'm romancing be in my party. It just makes so much sense, you know. They get more chances to get to like you. Of course, you can always just shove cake down their throats, no. Kick the wolf in the balls. Okay, I'm getting behind the wolf. Getting mauled. Hey, any help here? Oh, I haven't given Sten equipment yet. Oops. There we go. Alright, let me do that before I forget, because I 100% will. Yeah, no, this Chase of Blade is just better. Could use that crossbow, but he won't. Heavy chainmail gloves aren't bad, but I'm actually going to not give them to you. I want you to have medium armor. Where is Alistair? Here he is. Heavy chainmail gloves, that's more your speed. Chainmail boots. Heavy chainmail, that just counts as heavy armor. Normal chainmail, there he goes. Alistair. There's 2 sets of heavy chainmail. The one you have is better. Heavy chainmail boots, there he goes. Okay. Okay. Do you mind headphones? You want to stop being a bit odd right now? I think it was just also where they were sitting on my ears. You found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered her keepsakes. I will say, this one is much more similar to the old Baldur's Gate. Remember that the first 2 are this is for the dogs. It just makes your dog a little stronger in this area. I don't even know if it's just in this area or if it stacks up with every area. It's a very odd mechanic. It's an interesting one that's only for the dog. I've never really used the dog outside of like the final battle where he's there. There we go. Okay. Is that it for the bears? I think it is. Alright. Let's head back to the chances board. Also try to buy some health poultices from the dude there. And then it's time to head to the camp. And also do the fun part of fiddling with all my cables again. Yeah, it's not too bad. Also, speaking of schedules and whatever, I'm not going to have Final Fantasy Fridays. Friday is Anzac Day, so I'm probably not going to stream that day. But what I will do is, I had this set for Thursday as well. What I'll do is Thursday, I will probably do another bit of Autopsy Simulator, and then switch to Final Fantasy 8 then. It's kind of like I did last
Blessed
Monday.
are the peacekeepers, champions of the just. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Thanks. That's it. He's this kid. Just some kid.
Are you here to make my head ache, or do you actually want to buy something?
Okay. Stuff to sell. Oathkeeper. I'll give him that one. I think I can wear that. It's light. Yeah, I should probably wear that. Okay. That's about everything. I'll take the Lyrium potions, and that's all you have. You don't have a whole lot of options. The only recipes you have for shit I'm never going to use. Okay. I just realised I'm wearing a medium helmet, which I shouldn't be. Oh, I can't wear that? Oh, I need more strength. Okay, I love my strength. Here is it. Here we are, Oathkeeper. Okay then. Time to leave. I don't know why I do that. You move slow with your weapons out. I like the windmill. Can't go in there. Like I said, Lothering's a very small little map. It's sort of just more sort of like meant to introduce you to some mechanics of this game.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me. I don't care.
You just want the money.
But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies.
Yeah, come on in, Nugget. It's at my door.
Now let's see. Which one first?
What do you got? A big hammer? He does. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of these refugees.
Alright, yes.
Hit him.
And I'm off.
Fuck sand.
Alright.
If you insist.
Okay. That was it? A lesser warmth bomb? Okay. Maybe I didn't hear Nugget. I thought I heard a meow. Might just be in the game. Game audio. Some of the audio in this is a bit odd. And it sounds particularly odd today. I don't know if it's what it could be. And it is Darkspawn. I don't know how they got here. Past the village, mind you. Get in there. Oh, I can't get past that stupid barrier. Crate. Yeah, someone else hit something. I'm nearly dead. Why did you turn to face me, you little bitch? Drink. Seriously, someone... Oh, Blood Mage was here. Maleficarum regrets. Okay, it's just random. I think it's more to learn about Blood Mages. No, I want to loot the Alpha.
Timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
It's Bodan and his kid. I forget the kid's name. They're not in Inquisition or Veilguard because EA and BioWare are a bunch of idiots. You're welcome. I can't be mean to Bodan. Not Bodan and Sandal, that's its Sandal. They're so good.
Hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated?
No matter what I say, they join me, so
that only says the half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
He says that. He's going to join us no matter what.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Hey. So he's got a thing over his head, but that's just for when he eventually joins us. At our camp, which we're about to head to. So you can see a really great feature, which is how they're traveling and how the camp looks.
Going.
So I think it's going to take us straight to the camp. I'll show off how the map looks beforehand. Here's another cutscene I haven't watched in a long time, because I don't need to, I just usually skip it, because... That's the Archdemon. We're gonna have to kill that. So because of how Feast Day works, and how you can just buy cakes and shove them down people's throats, you can immediately get your romance right here. I'm not going to. Seems so. It must mean something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
See,
we've got AIDS
part
now.
Of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Are these dreams going to happen a lot?
It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't.
How? There hasn't been an Archdemon in 400 years, unless there was... He's talking about other ones that were at Ostagar. I don't know how many were there. Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners.
And deep dicking to my dwarven character.
Right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
This is the camp. I basically come here in between any travel, and you can meet people and talk to them. So there's a whole bunch of quests now, because it's to do with the DLC as well. We also have Soldier's Pass. This is the Feast Day one. Soldier's Peak, which we have for a dude here, and the King's Confidant. Which is, I believe that's for the Return to Ostagar quest, which is not bad, but you get some really nice equipment from there. So we have these two. I don't know why that's not going to go away. Enchantment!
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. and there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood
I thought your dream was from the Maker.
and
Why is it
watched
ungodly?
as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the
I
darkness
actually don't
drew
know
me
if
in.
there's a reason behind how she had this dream. You dreamed of the Blight.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead.
Hey,
It was
okay,
grey
first of
and
all, if it's
twisted
dead,
and
why are
wild,
you still
the
keeping it
ugliest thing
in
you
the
ever saw.
garden?
But there it was.
If it's a
single,
dead
beautiful
bush,
rose.
get rid of
It
it!
was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Right. And this made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
The Blight is a Maker's punishment, we define.
I don't know. He made this world. He could destroy it. But there is so much worth saving.
Alright, I mean, what even really do it
You're
is,
such a
it's a whole
pessimist.
complicated thing. Thanks! Oh, she disapproves. Oh, fuck you, I'm not trying to sleep with you anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alistair!
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I
I still like Duncan, he's amazing. That doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right
Sorry,
from
I'm
the
just
beginning
being
this
cheeky.
could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Hang on a second, I do hear my cat. We just go check on him. No, never mind. He's just loafed on top of his perch. What about the other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No,
what
you're
the
so
Grey
new
Wardens
to
do
this. You don't know much of what they do.
when they fall in battle. Dwarves don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people
Yes,
honor
they
your dead?
give him back to the stone. We enjoy my dead within the stone beneath our tags.
I heard about that, now that I think about it. Their spirits return to the rock, strengthening the foundation of the Tag. It sounds so strange.
Well, they cremate the dead for two reasons. One is the theological reason because Andraste was burnt at the stake. And two, the practical reason so that spirits don't possess them and the undead and the corpses don't come back as undead. Maybe so. Duncan is one of your people, however, not ours.
I suppose you're right. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to Higher with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Yeah, look at that. We made Alistair happy. Also, I can give people gifts. God, that scared the shit out of me. It was my door making a noise. Alistair. What's this? Have
Is
this.
that for me?
And that.
Really?
And that. Where's Liana? She likes that.
That's a wonderful thought.
What's up, boy?
I don't know what to say.
Okay, bye. Oh, there's the rain. It's just going to keep coming and going. Alright. Oh yeah, they get little abilities as they like you more, which is a neat little feature as well.
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you alright? You were in that cave for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough
So
to
Sten
fight.
is actually an interesting Kunari. He was born without horns, as is explained in the lore later once Kunari are more fleshed out. You said you were in the army.
I am.
Why would the Kunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth.
That's weird to hear him pronounce Anton,
They
not
are how
Anton,
my
as they
people
are
know
later.
the world.
I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are alive.
Technically, Kunari just also means followers of the Kun. So, the race Kunari doesn't necessarily exist. Never mind, let's keep moving.
As you wish.
They were called Kosith, but they never really used that term, and I think it's not till Inquisition that you can find out they're called Kosith, or if you read the World of Thedas.
What
Like
do you
me.
wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Well then. That's just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change it to other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time,
Hello,
this
welcome.
allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the
How are you
answer
doing?
is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
You know, I'm gonna ask, do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me.
I believe you can learn
You
to
look
get
upon
the
the
shape
world
changer
around you and
ability
you
from her
think
if
you
you're
know
a
it well.
mage.
I have smelled it.
But I never
as
really
a
use
wolf,
it.
Listened as a cat.
Yes, it is underrated.
Proud
You are not
shadows that
wrong.
you
It's.
never dreamed existed.
I often describe it
My
as
life
it's very
is as
rare
a
for a
human. I am under no
franchise
illusions
to
to the contrary.
hit it right out of the park straight away with the best game the first time, and BioWare did that with Origins. It's the best of all four. Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talent.
By the way, while they're talking in the background, I'm
If
just
you
going
had
to
a notion
select.
to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Yeah, I'm also a dwarf and not a mage. I've never heard of magic like that before. To be fair, have we heard of
It is
any
not
magic where a
unheard
dwarf?
of in the remote corners of the world.
Give me a
There
second.
are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist.
Okay.
My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved, I'll say
I
that.
am surprised you think so.
Well, you
Still,
know, we're a
it's
dwarf. We know
pleasant
all
thing to
about
hear.
our traditions. They're so steeped in tradition that
Indeed.
they take an entire
Have you
group
an
and
opinion
decide
of
that
my
they're
abilities,
evil
sir?
and disgusting,
Am I
all
an
because they were
unnatural
born tasteless.
abomination to be put to the torch?
I don't know. That would just make you angry, I think.
No doubt it would. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Okay. Says Morrigan. Let's go see Bodan and Sandal, because they're the best.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer.
I miss 'em.
Bodon Fennick at your service. Once
Bring these guys back. Honestly, the amount of characters they need to bring
offer
back
that you
in
made
Dragon
the
Age
last time we
games.
met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant?
I just want to know what they're
son
happening. I'm still mad we haven't seen Sten.
I I'm perfectly willing to
I honestly
offer you a
expect to see
fine
Sten
discount
in
for the
Veilguard when
inconvenience
we
of
were
our
up in the
presence.
north.
How does that sound? Good? Yes?
It's so good. I love Sandal. Sandal's just so sweet. You're free to stay. Just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my
I
boy.
don't think there's anything I can get
Otherwise,
enchanted
come
right now. I
speak.
think actually there might be one sword. Enchantments are okay. I never really use them too much.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments.
It's a bit mean to say about your own
One
kid.
of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... What was he now?
Actually, yeah, you know what?
savant.
That's
I
also
don't know,
strange.
I
Why
guess
isn't
that's something
Sandal in Veilguard either, considering what happens with Harding? Because that's probably maybe in line with Sandal, because Sandal's theoretically the only dwarf who can use magic. What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor. Though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform. But my boy here is just as adept.
Who knows what's going on
Isn't
with,
that right, boy?
what Sandal can do and all the other stuff with
There you
dwarves.
have it.
Veilguard is just such a mess. Alright,
Enchantment.
do some enchanting for me. Oathkeeper, I think I've got like... what's good? Oh, that's not bad. Chance for reduced movement speed or fire damage. I'll give it the flame room. There we go. Enchantments are okay. I never do too much with them. They're not the most important thing in the world.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Okay, for a second there, I was thinking of a knife made of cheese. It's a knife meant to cut cheese, but I like the idea that it is a knife made out of cheese.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods, my...
Alright. So he has some really ridiculous stuff like this thing, which is very powerful. But this is a very good one. I like this one. Earthheart's Portal Bulwark. But the main thing that he has, which is really nice... Where are they? Thank you for following. Oh, that's a... I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Moana Fromutunui. I'm sorry if I've gotten that wrong. But yeah, he's got all these, which are really fun. Which are all free. And they are overpowered. I'm going to try not to use them, but some of them are very nice. Moana from Motunui. Okay. Thank you. I forgot he sells manuals, so yeah, you can learn how to get some abilities away. And like I said, just buy a bunch of cakes and shove them down people's throats, and then they love you. What are the best ones? I think it's... These are the gag gifts. You can give this to the dog. It's really funny. The dog will actually wear it. What are the good ones? I think it's these. This is a really good one. I'm actually going to take that. Because it's overpowered. I don't know if the shield can be equipped. The pet rock's also good, but we don't have who that's for yet. Anyway. Where is he? Sten. There he is. Have this book.
Unexpected.
So here's why the Canary Prayers of the Dead book is overpowered. When he's in battle with you, you can just use it. How do you do it exactly? It's under... Oh, it won't let me now because I think I need to have him selected. But you can use that, and anyone that's downed in combat will get back up.
You're a hard woman to find.
It's a bit overpowered. So I'm going to take advantage of that.
Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
You know Duncan? I'm not going to mention that. Duncan never mentioned him.
Considered him a friend, I did.
I mean, we knew Duncan for like a week.
Carrying on while you have a blight to stop.
I don't know how long it
Wanna
took
waste your
the
time?
trip from Orzammar to Ostagar.
Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me.
I like this quest, so I can get some pretty good stuff from him.
Well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain.
Oh, you did once try to
My
take over Ferelden.
grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens.
Back when I was
and he
freeloaders,
took
what,
House
400 years ago?
Dryden's land and titles.
Actually, I don't remember when exactly it was. I'm not consulting the book to check. What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Dryden's are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name. I'll let him tell his full
Family's only
story.
crime was
It's not a
guarding
bad
the kingdom
story.
against the
I like that
Bloods.
they have an option that you can
Not
just
ashamed
skip
of that.
for the main details, so if you're on like multiple replays of this, you can just be like, just give me the key points. So what favour did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's
By the way,
come
this is
back.
DLC.
I spent years mapping the maze.
The only
of
DLC I
tunnels to the
don't
peak,
have
and
is
I
the
found
Dawns
a
of
way a few
Angarak,
years
because I just
back.
didn't get it. I
So
don't know
went
why I
to
never
Duncan,
did.
I did.
To be fair, it didn't
And
sound
I
like
said
my
that he
kind of
could
thing.
reclaim the old base, and my family could have its honour.
What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted.
Oh!
It'll be dangerous for certain.
Because nothing's ever easy.
Will you think on it at least?
Let's go to Soldier's Peak.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
So yeah, I think that's just about all the DLC unlocked. We're not going to go anywhere yet, but I'm just going to show off the map just so we can see it, because I think it's really cool, but we'll look at it for next time. So yeah, this is how it is. This is why I like this game. So, we've been here, and then we just sort of select where to go. You have a little, like, dotted line that goes along as you follow the roads to everywhere, and yeah, it's just a really cool thing. So I think Soldier's Pass, if I remember right, this is where we go from... Yeah, I believe this is the one to get Shale. That is for Return to Ostagar, and then up there is Soldier's Pass. Soldier's Peak. Soldier's Peak, I thought was Oh, that's so confusing. There's Soldier's Pass and then Soldier's Peak. They are very similar sounding. So yeah. But we're not going to go there today, just because this was only to do Lothering, just because I didn't get to finish it last time. I'm going to switch over. Shale is really great. And I should say, technically... well, you know what? No, I'm not going to say. You'll find out. It sounds like you might be on your first playthrough. But Shale is really good. Shale's a really solid fighter. If you don't have either Sten or Ogren, Shale is really good. Almost better, I would say, because Shale deals even more damage. But yeah, but before I switch over to Autopsy Simulator, let's find out where we're going. I legitimately forgot where the elves are, so I just wrote elves for them. Where is our next location? Technically first, because the other ones are all forced to happen. Please don't be elves. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind if it's the elves. We'll get out of the way first and foremost. Redcliffe! You know what? That's fine. Redcliffe's a really good starting place. I maybe would have preferred the circle, only because we could potentially get Win, and Win is really good. I'll just mention right now, I've done this so many times this game. I usually like to go to the circle first to get Win, and I replace Morrigan with Win, because Win is just such a good healer. Morrigan's also great, yeah, but I like to have Win for a healer. So there we go. We've got Redcliffe. I'm gonna make note of that very quickly. Your first playthrough. I won't spoil anything for you. That's why I stopped myself speaking. I'm trying to... Although I've played this a bunch, I am keeping it vague for the most part. Yeah. For anyone who's watching who maybe hasn't played it, or anyone who's, for anything like that. Let me just write down Redcliffe so I can remember that. That's just in my notes. So for the next one we'll go there. Alright, so yeah, like I said, short little stream of this, but that's only because my plan was to do this and then switch over to Autopsy Simulator, no matter what. I'm just going to resave because I'm paranoid. So yeah, so I'm going to restart the stream for about a moment. It won't take very long, and I'll be back in a minute just because I need to completely change over what I'm streaming on. And I'll probably unplug this, I'm going to have to just fiddle with cables and all that. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes at most. So stick around if you want, if not, I understand. But yeah, and I'll be back with this. I would be back with this Thursday, but because of Anzac Day, I will be doing Final Fantasy Friday on Thursday instead. So, yes, you're welcome to stick around. If not, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.